the ethos of Zepto trickles down from the founders. They are obsessed with discipline, they are obsessed with execution. And that's where I think my mindset of product also changed. If I were to answer this question a year back versus today, it would be completely different answers. Let me start with how I started off at Zepto. As I said, it was a growing product team, one of the early product members over there. There was a lot to solve for. I think this was a true 0 to 1 journey that I experienced right in front of me. Zepto, I think the ethos of Zepto trickles down from the founders. They are obsessed with discipline, they are obsessed with execution. And that's where I think my mindset of product also changed. So a year back, it was not about coming in, understanding a few processes and just like building products to help them. Rather, it was to see that, hey, you are here, how much value do you think you can add? And just go about executing it, right? And that was where, in terms of understanding how much value you can add as well, there was a shift in mindset, given that this entire space of grocery delivery was disrupted. Founders came and said that, hey, we can do it within 10 minutes. So all of the enhancements or all of the products that we were building came in with that mindset that I'm sure I have the experience of building a product to enhance a process or automate something over here. But then can you think beyond that? Can you think beyond that and add your perspective of something that will differentiate you from others? And I think that mindset was there from the start where I joined Zepto. So yeah, coming to the question, our day at life at Zepto, at the start, it was more about understanding the space in itself, understanding the problems in itself. So it's more about talking. So before we joined, there was a year of operations going in place. We would try to get more and more context from the ops stakeholders. But as always, there is some unique perspective that you can add. So the first 2 months were just about understanding the business, understanding what inefficiencies are there and how can you add value there. And the value that you could add there was mainly things that you could do and stretch for months. There was a lot of impact that we could extract by just adding digitized products over there. And I think I can go in more depth where I sort of primarily was responsible for this experience of onboarding a rider into the ecosystem. After that, it's where your leverage starts building. It's where you start putting your products out there. And once you do that, you shift more from a person who is understanding context, understanding what inefficiencies were there, to being a person who actually has their product in place, and you are the person who can dictate through the help of your product how should operations be run at a large scale, right? Obviously, with profitability, you are also thinking about growth. And that is where I think most products come into picture, because they help you scale the business. And once those products are there, once your 0 to 1 is done, you shift your mindset to see that how can I use this to leverage the entire automated process that I have at scale. And there, the set of people you interact more with sort of change. You tend to dive deeper into data. You tend to look at opportunities which are not so obvious to you. And that is where you take responsibility to understand that, hey, these are the opportunities that I have, and go present it to other stakeholders and try to get them aligned to have it implemented. So those are the two switches that I would want to talk about. If people are thinking about joining a small scale startup, how do they think about adding value, versus when there are already things that are in place and you want to take it to the next level, how do you think about the way you can add value?